Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, a community meeting tonight regarding the future of one Eastern Kentucky elementary school. We'll have a preview. And at least 2 people are dead following a mass shooting on the campus of Florida State University.
And if you thought today was nice, wait till you see tomorrow. Details coming up.
Dedicated to Southern and Eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. We shared last week that a community meeting was planned about the future of a Letcher County school. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino is waiting on that meeting to begin. McKinley?
Steve, the meeting planned for tonight at 6 o'clock is a conversation that many in the community are ready to discuss, as this year could be the last year for Arleigh Boggs Elementary. The meeting has been planned for more than a week now to face the possibility of closing after this school year. Community members and parents of Arleigh Boggs students are worried for the future of their children.
Well, this was our choice to send her here. We actually live closer to one of the schools we mentioned earlier, and this is where we chose to send her. We love this school. We love everything about it.
Community members say the projected low attendance rate for the 2025-2026 school year and the age of the building could be the reason behind closing. Steve?
All right, McKinley, thank you again. That meeting is at 6 o'clock, and we'll be there and tell you what happened tonight at 11. Governor Andy Beshear hosted a Team Kentucky briefing today. During the update, he says they are still waiting for President Donald Trump's approval of a disaster declaration for the most recent storm damage. If the president signs it, more than a dozen counties will be able to get financial assistance for recovery efforts. Governor Beshear says it was done that way to get help to the hardest hit areas as soon as possible.
But what we've learned is the disaster declarations are typically issued faster, and it's a better process to take some of the most heavily impacted that we have the most information on right now and go ahead and get the disaster declaration. And then we add other counties and other areas to it. It's how we've done each of the past 5 or 6 declarations. So if your county's not listed on that first group, we're still working for you. This is just the process we've worked through each and every time.
The governor also shared that there were 142 lives saved and almost 300 evacuations completed by the urban search and rescue teams. Of course, this recent flooding really affected almost all the state, and all those teams have since gone home.
Oh, it was a quiet day throughout eastern Kentucky. Temperatures today were in the upper 60s and low 70s. Here's a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar right now. And if you look over towards portions of I-75 near the London area, over towards Middlesboro, you're seeing a little bit of rain, or what looks like a little bit of rain. But we'll go ahead and pinpoint in towards portions of Laurel County. And I want to focus your attention over towards the London Corbin Airport. If you look real close, there's not much on the pavement or the grassy surfaces. So some of that moisture is being picked up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It's just not hitting the ground. So that's why we're showing you the London Corbin Airport, because there's not much going on there. It's staying mainly cloudy. Temperatures right now in the upper 60s and low 70s. We're at 69 in Prestonsburg, Jackson's at 69, 70 Boonville, 70 London, Williamsburg's at 68, 70 is the current temperature in Monticello. As we go throughout the next several hours, we'll see overnight lows in the mid-50s. We'll hover in the upper 50s, low 60s by the 1 o'clock hour. When you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the mid-50s will greet you with lots and lots of sunshine, but rain chances are in the forecast for your Easter weekend. We'll time that out coming up in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. A suspect is in custody following a mass shooting at Florida State University in Tallahassee. 2 people were killed and at least 5 injured. Students and staff are obviously shaken up. CBS's Jacob Murphy has the latest from Tallahassee.
Multiple agencies, including Florida State Police, rushed to the campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee after reports of an active shooter.
A gunman opened fire on the main campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee. shooting multiple individuals.
This video captured students running across the street as the chaos unfolded at the student union around noon.
People started rushing to the back and everyone just started running out of the student union. About a minute later, we heard about 8 to 10 gunshots.
An active shooter alert was sent out and instructed people to stay away from all doors and windows as many students sheltered in place in classrooms.
We got the desks and started piling them up against the door. We tried to get the bigger desk, the main desk, the presenter's podium against the door.
This father rode a service elevator with 50 others to try to reach safety.
The doors open and, 2 officers were there, guns drawn, yelled, "Did you see anything?" We're like, "No."
CBS News Miami reporting a suspect is in custody after being shot in an exchange of gunfire with police. Several victims are hospitalized with injuries, including one in critical condition.
FSU police responded immediately, engaged, neutralized, and apprehended the shooter. 2 victims are deceased.
President Trump reacted to the news from the Oval Office.
It's a shame. It's a horrible thing. Horrible that things like this take place.
All classes and events are canceled at FSU for the remainder of the day. Jacob Murphy, CBS News, Tallahassee.
Now, some new information just coming in. The 20-year-old gunman is reportedly the son of a sheriff's deputy whose former service weapon was used in the shooting. Tallahassee police say multiple law enforcement agencies remain on the scene for the ongoing investigation. President Trump blasted Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, calling for his termination for not cutting interest rates fast enough. President Trump's comments came a day after the Fed leader delivered a stark warning about the effect of his sweeping tariffs on the economy. In a social media post this morning, President Trump lashed out at Powell, saying the U.S. Central Bank is lagging behind its European counterpart. President Trump's plan to end birthright citizenship is still on pause. The Supreme Court deferred the president's request that would have allowed him to enforce the plan, but the High Court will hear arguments about his request to restrict orders by lower court judges, which could impact the citizenship case. The president has been pushing to end the birthright citizenship since returning to office. The Menendez brothers have a chance for eventual freedom as their resentencing hearing begins this afternoon. Eric and Lyle Menendez are serving life in prison without parole for the high-profile murders of their parents in 1989. The former LA County DA says a documentary helped persuade him to review the case, and then he filed a motion in support of resentencing. Current DA Nathan Hawkman says he disagrees with that motion, but a judge is not allowing him to withdraw it. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, dreaming of a new home but stuck on the down payment? What's holding buyers back and how to beat the odds?
And Easter weekend is just around the corner. We'll have that forecast coming up.